I simply cannot fathom a better way to start the buffalo hunt than actually walking out of camp. And exactly such an opportunity presented itself out of the Ula Camp, which is a tented camp in the Lipilichi Wilderness Area in October of 2023. Now, the Ula Camp lies on the eastern edge of the Lipilichi Wilderness Area, about a 2 hour drive south of the Rovuma River. And it was a great privilege to actually stand on the banks of the Rovuma River and then to actually hunt this buffalo between the Rovuma River and the Mbula tented camp. And I really need to thank a really good and dear friend, Rulof Niemann, who's standing here with me on the banks of the Rovuma River. For a lot of effort that he put into this, a lot of patience. He did a lot of the videography as well, and just a great friend. We have come a long ways. I've hunted with Duke Safaris for the last 10 years. Shot my first buffalo with his partner, John Knight, and it was indeed a great honor and privilege to hunt this buffalo with Rulof Niemann. Now, the one thing that is a little, I'm going to say a little odd about this gentleman is he is an absolute tsetse fly magnet. As you can see from his legs here, these tsetses just, they hit him like you cannot believe. And I guess nobody's immune to them. They hit me pretty bad as well. The Mbula tented camp is located right behind a flay or just a body of water with a lot of reeds around it. And it creates a very romantic setting amongst these huge miombo woodland trees surrounding it. The tents are all very well shaded, and all in all, makes for a very romantic setting. I just absolutely love staying under canvas when hunting, and even the dining area is one of these mirror type style tents, very tastefully set up, and it has a very nice area for a fire pit. Very good, just to catch a rest during the day. And this is also the area, obviously, where all the meals are taken, and just very well set up. Really enjoyable. On this pole on the far right, that's where the Starlink lives. So, in case of emergency, there's always a way to communicate. If something would go wrong. As I said, the tents are very simple, basic, which I absolutely love. Just normal canvas tents, and it's set up very spaciously. It has enough space. It has double bed. I love to travel with my wife, so uh, really, well set up. It has enough space to put your stuff and somewhere to put your dirty clothes and have it laundered the next day. The bathroom is completely open to this body of water right next to it, but it has a great shower and everything else you need. You got a toilet, a mirror to shave in, and it was actually out of that body of water where my wife heard the buffalo drink and bellow, and that's where we started tracking. So we went around and started tracking. All these camps, all the tents in this camp are removed pretty far from each other, so it creates a lot of privacy. So even if you have a friend hunting with you, you're not going to be on top of each other. And very well put together. Clear paths to get to your tent from the dining area. It's got little solar lamps set to it, so at nighttime it's very easy to get to your camp. And it's quiet. It's a place where you can really relax and just enjoy nature. And as I said, the mirror type style tent where all the meals were taken and where we could sit around and joke with each other. It creates a really lovely environment for friends that just to enjoy each other's company. And it has, as I said, a phenomenal area for the evenings to sit around the fire and kind of chew the cud of what happened during the day. And all in all, just a really fantastic camp to walk out of to go look for a buffalo. Because my wife heard the buffalo at 3 in the morning drinking, we made the decision to leave at first light and actually go around that body of water and look and see if we couldn't pick up fresh tracks on that buffalo. And we took 2 trackers with us. Bushi, who grew up in the area, he was to be the main tracker, and Madinda, he was carrying the shooting sticks. And the plan was to just, gently walk around, keeping the wind in our faces and look for tracks. And eventually we found the tracks, started following those tracks. And I'm going to give a quick synopsis of the hunt because when we get to the hunt videos, I'm not going to over edit. I'm just going to leave it with the normal sounds, the goofy things that are said, and keep it as real as possible. So we actually found that the tracks of a lone buffalo bull, followed that, ran into a sounder of bush pig, and had to keep them in mind. And they kept running onto these tracks into the same wind as the buffalo was walking into. And eventually we got to a little thick gully, and something spooked and jumped out. We thought it was the bush pig, but it made a hell of a sound. So Rudolph said, no, that's the buffalo. And we skirted around, and the buffalo was standing there. And when you look at some of the images later on, you'll see that we had thick stuff surrounding us. So the buffalo couldn't see us, and we could see him kind of okay. And he picked up his nose in that typical stance that they have to look down their noses, try and find us and see where we were. And that was when I gave him the first shot with a 410 grain soft bullet out of the Westley Richards. And I have a very simple philosophy. As long as I can see the buffalo, as long as I can hear it, and as long as it's moving, I just keep shooting until my belt's empty. Now, it didn't happen quite that way on this hunt, but nevertheless, I did fire at least 5 or 6 shots at this buffalo to conclude the hunt. But we're gonna start it and walk out on this buffalo.
Kom langs, left. Weer. Schiet hom weer, hy lê op die grond net. Herlaai. Blood on the block. Herlaai, maak reg. Ek sê maak. Let's go closer. Let's go a little bit closer. Is jy herlaai?
Ja, ek reg. Ja, klein gou kom.
Right. Get up there. Kan langs my boom hierso. Yusi. Bosie.
Ja. Stop nou nog bietjie so.
Linda, go left.
Go left around the tree.
Hy's reg, gaan links, Kyk maar net, Laurens, kyk mooi vir my nie. Reg kyk nie.
That's how to shoot you.
Well done, Buana. Baas, Laurens.
Pas een beetje zacht. Zie je? Dat een beetje zacht, is dat?
Ja, dat
Hy is dwars deur daai. As hy weer sy kop op plaas, skiet hy kop. Nee, meneer is keerloos. Ja, toch jammer. Obrigado. Ja. Diese Brani. Weet je? Huh?
Ja.
The buffalo had taken the first shot just to the right of the center of the chest, and 410 grain Woodley soft tore through the jugular vein, the carotid artery. It went down, took another shot, then got up, was shot again through the shoulder, and went down for the last time. And here we stood next to the old warrior that just didn't want to seem to go. But what a phenomenal trophy he ended up being. Very smooth, polished bosses, tremendous steep drop, and then the curls coming up, and asymmetrical. You could see that he had used those horns. He'd worked hard with them, and he was an old, truly old warrior. Just a phenomenal trophy to harvest, and very, very grateful to have had friends with us, and that it had gone safely and kind of smoothly. But yeah, really nice old bull, and very grateful for that. Well, what remained was to show homage and honor to the fallen warrior. And I like some of the European traditions. So here we're saying Weitmansdank and enjoying a small little drink in honor of the Creator for giving us these wonderful animals to hunt, and for the animal for giving us his life. Now, as I said in the beginning, this buffalo hunt was made possible by this buffalo not really being able to see us, and it's amazing looking at this video. You'll see me in just a second at the back there. I'm exactly 68 yards from where the cameraman was standing, and it's amazing that that buffalo didn't see us. I'd really like to thank the friends that made this hunt special. Working from left to right, Rudolf Niemann, that had a lot of patience, was a lot of fun, and really helped me through this safely. Then just to my right, Heath Landis, a friend for more than a decade. An honor to have you here, and it was great to also have you take your first buffalo on this trip. And then my wife, Alfreda, behind the buffalo, for having patience and allowing me to do these things, but more importantly, for coming with me. I really appreciate it. The 45 Westley Richards double rifle performed flawlessly, ejected every time, was accurate, gave absolutely no trouble. Lovely rifle to hunt with. And then I used Woodley bullets. I used 410 soft as the first bullet, which really anchored that animal, made sure it was almost a done deal. After that, we followed up with solids, and it yielded us a nice safe hunt. Then in Africa, nothing goes to waste, so this whole buffalo carcass was donated to a village, and nothing goes to waste here. So if you're looking at this fire rack, you can see some pieces of liver. You see the ears somewhere in there. You'll see the hose. So nothing goes to waste. And as I said prior, this is how we try to help the local population in Africa through hunting, by filling their bellies. Even the guts are hung out and dried. And the bit I'm a little more particular to is the biltong. So I enjoy the dried meat tremendously. That night around the campfire, we relived that buffalo hunt a million times. What a fantastic place Africa is, and what a great, great, great experience it is to hunt buffalo there.